Alright guys, how's it going? So in this video, we're going to be talking about Trent Alexander-Arnold and Real Madrid. I'm sure you've seen the reports, the Spanish giant's been linked with him. He's currently in a stage of, hopefully extending his contract with Liverpool Football Club. So you've got to be careful with the links and stuff around those periods, Could it be the agent, trying to get better terms and things like that? You know all that, right? Here in Spain, the link is considered genuine. The interest from Real Madrid is considered genuine. And I know some people respond to videos like this saying, well, my interest in, insert sexy, famous female name here is interest, but it doesn't mean I'll get her. We know that, guys. We know that. The point is, there's a difference between speculation and just idle reporting versus genuine interest. And I think Real Madrid, well, I don't think, I will say, I absolutely believe that Real Madrid's interest in him is genuine. And I think they would like to sign him. We've had this discussion. We've discussed this topic on the live streams. We've made videos about this before. But what we're touching on today is the latest stuff concerning that. Please let me know as you're watching this video in the comments if you think that it could happen, and would you back the idea, for example? Obviously, that would depend on price. Now, obviously, he's a Liverpool boy, and he seems to me like a, one club, career player. But there are people as well that are associated to the club. When I say associated to the club, I don't mean club insiders. I mean, diehard fans, people that know the stuff, that seem to think that he could take such an opportunity if it was presented to him. I don't know. I'm surprised by that. I thought everyone would go, nah, he's not going anywhere. He'll always be Liverpool. But quite a few people think that he could go to Real Madrid if the money was right for him and for the club. So that's why I'm asking you to comment. I don't usually during the videos, I don't say start commenting, I just say it at the end. But if you've got an opinion on it, get on with it now. So Steve Nicol was a brilliant player for Liverpool Football Club. He was in the first team, if you like, when that I supported, that I followed. When I learnt about football, if you like, and learnt about Liverpool, and so he's one of my legends. One of my heroes, if you like. Did get to meet him at Anfield, a private thing. There was only me there. I'd love to tell you the story, how that came about. Met him when I was probably 15, twice, I think. Truly amazing, like as a 15-year-old boy meeting your heroes. As a fully grown man or a fully grown woman in your 50s or something, I'm sure it's still a big deal when you meet your heroes. Can you hear my dog sighing? He's my rescue dog, so we've got to cut him some slack. Oh, he's on the move. Here we fucking go. I was going to start itching now. It's a good job I told you what that noise is. You might be wondering what it is. So yeah, he was my hero as a kid, and I like him. I think he's great. However, he does say some things that don't really, that most fans probably don't agree with. He's one of those, you know what I mean? And fans will say, oh, I've got no time for him now. And, I saw someone comment about these comments I'll get to in a minute yesterday, and they were like, oh, calls himself a Liverpool legend. Well, he's not. And I kind of find that strange to say that. So do we only judge whether a player is a legend if they say things we agree with them or not? They shouldn't be like that. There are people in the game. Let's say Simon Jordan, for example, that I like listening to, right? He said negative things before about maybe Klopp or Liverpool, not Liverpool, maybe Liverpool Football Club. I can't remember. But I know he's been in the news before for him saying things about Liverpool that our fans would find touchy. That some of our touchy fans would be like, oh, I'm not having that, saying that about Liverpool. And I've mentioned him and people go, why are you listening to him? He doesn't like Liverpool. And it's like, hang on, mate. Simon Jordan could hate Liverpool Football Club as far as I'm concerned, but that doesn't mean that everything else he says I can't agree with or have an interest in. I find it very immature. So, yeah, you might not agree with what Steve Nicol says, right? But it doesn't mean you can scratch him from the history books just because he doesn't agree with you. You know what I mean? Do you understand the point I'm trying to say here? So, yeah, they can be annoying at times, but people are still entitled to an opinion, and I'll always support that. Anyway, on Trent Alexander-Arnold and Real Madrid, he said, I don't care who you support, Trent Alexander-Arnold isn't a good defender. Now, you can see why that would, get a few people upset. If Madrid were to offer, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 million pounds when you have a young kid in Conor Bradley who is a miles better defender, would you agree with that? Great going forward, but in the same class as Trent. So it depends on the next manager whether it's a possibility. Now, during Liverpool's 3-1 defeat at Arsenal, Nicol had said, Alexander-Arnold, as great as he is on the ball going forward, is a liability defensively. He can't defend one-on-one, and he doesn't get in good positions to stop Martinelli today getting the ball. So, first of all, would you agree with any of those comments that Steve Nicol has said? Or are you going to tell me, don't care what he's got to say because he's saying things that I don't like, so he's not relevant? What do you think? Has he got a fair point there? Now, the next question would be, would you take 60, 70, 80 million pounds for Trent Alexander-Arnold, especially when you've got Conor Bradley there? Would you do that? Could you see them thinking that? In another report here, so in another report, which happens to originate from Spain, today, they are saying that Real Madrid are, again, reiterating that they are interested in Trent Alexander-Arnold, are observing the contract situation, and are intending to step up their interest in him, right? So that is a claim coming from Spain today. But that can be the pro-Real Madrid media, do you know what I mean? Like, so you just take it with whatever, you know, that's what they're saying. They're certainly not distancing themselves from the rumours at the moment. And then there is another, well, we're not going to call this a report, another article. Well, it is a report, but it's more opinion. I can't remember where it was, probably on Goal, and it said Real Madrid cannot afford Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then gave reasons for that. You know, the Mbappe situation, the other players that they're interested in. Trent Alexander-Arnold is not a priority target, if you like. And they spoke about the kind of salary that Trent might want if he went there. So the suggestions are that Real Madrid wouldn't be able to afford him anyway. So again, would you go with that? You know, we know Barcelona have financial problems because we're seeing Luis Diaz linked with him, and so that, you know, it's coming up what they might have to pay for him. But because Real Madrid have got these other issues going on with the likes of Mbappe, could they actually afford Trent Alexander-Arnold anyway? So anyway, the video, it's not a very good video, to be honest with you. But the reason for making it is to let you know what Steve Nicol said, and to try and, you know, get conversation with you guys as to whether you would take 60, 70, 80 for him, and could you see it happening? Could you see it happening? You see, there's a part of me that thinks the player, he's Liverpool. You know what I mean? Like, he's Liverpool. But you never say never in football, and I've been shocked many times before. It would be a big deal for him. But from the player's point of view, I can't see it at the moment. A little bit, but I still think that, you know, that he's very proud to play for Liverpool Football Club. I think it's a big deal for him. The final question that I would like to ask is, do you think the club, now you can say, I could have rephrased this two ways. I could have said, do you think FSG, or do you think the club would look at the situation and think, hang on, we've got this promising youngster here. If we could get fucking, you know, a big fee, you know, let's take it. I can actually imagine that. Would it make sense? Would it make sense? I don't know. I really don't know. Sorry, my dog Remy is trying to get some attention from me at the moment down here. So yeah, sorry, I do apologise. The video is all over the place. I don't think it's a great video, but you know, I'm trying to let you know what Steve Nicol said, trying to get some debate as to whether you'd take that money, and try and get your opinion as to whether you could see the club actually doing it. A lot of this, you know, depends on the new manager, right? But, you know, some people will say, well, it depends whether the new manager wants him or not. Really? Does it though? Because, you know, if the ownership was thinking, hang on a minute, we'll sell that player, there's your transfer kitty for the summer, that could be a condition of employment. Like, this is what we want to do. You know, take the job or don't fucking take the job. So now is the time for the owners or the ownership or the people running the club on a day-to-day basis to make it clear to an incoming manager, look, yeah, we were going to support you in that, but this is our intention. Once the manager's in place, and that's different, isn't it? But FSG do have a track record of selling a player every now and then to fund things. And it is, from a business point of view, fuck the business point of view, I agree, clever. Do you know what I mean? So you can understand why they would want to do it. It does make perfect sense. But then we've got to look at it from a supporter's point of view. You know, we want the best players at the club, right? But is that a player that you would have a nosebleed over if he left? Or could you, even as a fan, say, I'd take 80 million dung, I've got to be honest. Do you know what I mean? But then there's the issue of, could Real Madrid afford him anyway? I think my current vibe, and it can change, I'm allowed that, right? Because people have this habit of coming back going, this aged well, you know what I mean? My current vibe, based on what's happening at the moment, is that, yes, there doesn't seem to be any mass panic to get him to extend his contract, but that could be because the club are confident that there'll be no issues. I would expect that he will renew his contract with Liverpool. I just think that he stays as things are. But there is still a part of me that would say, but I'd never put money on that. Do you know what I mean? Remy's really annoying. It's really funny, right? When I'm not recording the videos, he lays on, there's a settee over there. This is my, area that I like to record the videos in these days. Even though I've got a fancy studio around there with all the lights and it's a bit lonely in there though. And he's going to start barking now and running around like a fucking idiot. Just a minute. See, he walks away the minute I pick up the remote. Get on that bed. Bed. He's thinking about barking. Bed. He's going to start running around like a madman. He lays on that settee when I'm not recording videos like that, like fast as fucking sleep. And as soon as we start talking, yeah, gonna go over there and fucking get involved. That's what he's like. And he's gonna start barking. Right, he's gonna run over. I guarantee he'll be over before I finish recording. Let me know your thoughts on all those little pointers I've given to you. Told you. What did I tell you? Right. Fucking annoying bastard. Let me know your thoughts on all those things, right? The reason the video is to say what Steve said. Can Real Madrid afford him? Would you sell him? That kind of shit. Please thumbs up the video if you appreciate my efforts. Please leave a comment. He's piping me out, he's staring at me. And if you want to buy me a coffee or a beer, hit that super thanks button, you fucking legends. Read the video description as well, guys. Let me know what you think. Sorry the video's not great. Right. Come on in. You motherfucker. Come on. Robbers are... Listen. We're a serious YouTube channel, Remy. Back. Yes. I wish they could see you. Yeah, mother. Jumped on the settee. Yeah, just wrecked the place. 2 settees running around again. And then people say, Jen will come on here later and say, where's Remy? He's outside where he deserves to be. Skinned. He's going to back. Right, guys. Have you quite finished?